Okay, it's about time. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to join our afternoon sharing section of our department, the Department of Japanese Studies at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. So we have three sections. The first one just talked in Cantonese, and this one is in English, and we have another one talking Mandarin later on. So if you're interested in introduction in Mandarin, you can join us a bit later. So I am Dr. Chalyn Lin. I am a lecturer of our department. And for your information, I am a teacher and a researcher, educated and trained from our department. So if you get into our department, I will be your teacher inside the classroom, and I will be your senpai out of the classroom. So we have a very great atmosphere inside our department. Okay, first of all, let me raise a question. What is Japanese studies? Can anyone give an answer? Anyone want to try? What is Japanese studies? Just study Japan, right? About what? Okay, I would like to show some pictures and photos for a quick impression. So our department will teach and study like nuclear power as weapon or as energy. We will study total defeat and surrender of Japan in 1945. That is post-war history. We will talk about how Japan was occupied after they were defeated by the Allied forces, mainly by the US, and what US transformed Japan into such a modern, help Japan to rebuild itself. We will study and talk about poverty after World War II. And we will, of course, talk about Japan's 1960 and 70 economic miracle. We will study Japan's customer services, right? We will talk about how Japan preserve its traditions among its modernization. We will study his branding, his management, business management. We will study Japanese entertainment companies, their structure, their successful secrets. Of course, we will study some subculture, right? Certain subcultures. We will talk about Japan's gender, how Japan allocate its work inside and outside family, how women, female, male, decide their jobs. We will study Japan's aging problem. This is a huge problem for most of the countries among the developed countries. So we will see how Japan solve its elderly care problems using AI and robots. We will, of course, study Japan's international relations through different kinds of examples of histories. So from the introduction of the photos and the pictures, we can know that we not only just focus on Japan itself, right? We go beyond. So Japanese studies is an area studies, and we encourage interdisciplinary approaches in pursuing knowledge and emphasizes different kinds of angles and perspectives in analyzing Japan and beyond. So our department, the Japanese study departments, can be found at most major universities worldwide, such as Oxford, Cambridge, Peking University, the National U of Singapore, etc. Of course, students were quite curious that if I get into this department, what am I gonna study? What will I gain in this department? We have 3 points. First, our department emphasizes the study of Japanese society, culture and history, and also language as a whole package, So you enter our department not just for language, or not just for some people interested in history, not just for for history. You have to learn it as a integrated whole, okay? So, and second, we will train our students to be researcher, professional in certain fields. So we expect our students to develop a specialized areas of knowledge within Japanese studies through final year research projects. Through these final year projects, we will have supervisors to go through this research journey with you. And third, we emphasize experiential learning through our mandatory 1-year exchange programs in Japan, and we encourage short-term programs and interns. We have our department guarantee every major students to have 1 year of exchange in Japan with our partnership with our partner universities. Okay, let me introduce our teachers. We have a group of caring teachers, and some of the teachers are here. Let me introduce Carol Sensei. Hi, Carol Sensei here today. Hi, Dr. Guo Yingxia. Carol Sensei will teach language. Okay, and Winky Sensei. Is Winky Sensei here? No, okay, outside. And also we have our colleagues, Becky. Becky will in charge of the whole process of admission. And you can see we have a bunch of experts, international experts in different fields and from different world famous universities, right? We have professors from, graduate from Yale, from Princeton, Tsukuba, Harvard, UC Berkeley, Chicago U, Duke U, Peking University, Niigata, right? Okay, so this whole group will be at your service. Okay, let's take a look at our language learning. So students might quite concerned that if I don't know anything about language, about Japanese, speaking Japanese, I haven't get in touch with Japanese language. Don't worry about it. We can train our zero-star students to at the end of the second year. Most of the students can get N2 level, and at the end, before graduation, most of our students can get N1. And we encourage and we require our students to take N1 before graduations. Okay, this is a list of our part of our partner universities. So you can see we have a very great list of partner universities around the Japanese whole country, from north to south, from National U to private U, right? Okay, just some photos to share some exchange life with you. You can participate in different clubs. You can participate the traditional festivals. You can go out with your friends, international friends, Japanese friends. You can go to explore some famous sites. So during this exchange year, students need to study language well according to your JLPT level. And also different universities have different courses provided, but you have to take content courses in English or Japanese. And not just for Japanese culture or society or history itself. If you are interested in psychology, for example, you can search for psychology-related courses to participate in when you are in this exchange year, okay? And you can also join activities, homestays, and trips organized for exchange students, and you can meet and make friends from all around the world. Okay, just now we talked about we want our students, or we trained our students to be researcher, even though you are entered as and graduated as undergraduate bachelor, right? But we have a 2 year long, this is called final year, but actually it's a 2 year long. Students need to go out for exchange and collect data for the 3rd year and do the thesis writing research in your 4th year. So these are some examples for you to get a quick impression of what kind of topics can be or will be or you can do in your final year projects. For example, you can do a very timely one to search for Chikawa's phenomenon. You can do a very serious one to explore how Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum shaped people's peace consciousness. And you can also do a comparative study of certain phenomenon that happened in Hong Kong and in Japan, certain city, right? Okay. Of course, we also provide internship opportunities for our students. So you don't have to be worried too much that what can I do after graduation? What kind of career can I have? We provide opportunities for you to test, to experience what kind of career path you can go through. Now, this kind of internship usually last for like the whole summer or sometimes 2 weeks. Different companies have different kinds of intern. Sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 2 months, sometimes in Hong Kong, some are probably in Japan. It depends. Of course, it's on a competitive basis. Needless to say, the advantages of joining internship program is huge, right? You can prepare yourself ready for a career, get into the workplace. You can increase the possibility of being hired when you get graduate. You can have a better understanding of a particular field. For example, you are interested in airline. You can join a JL for a while to see what's happening in this intern. And sometimes people find motivation or people make choices upon this internship. For example, I'm just wondering if I should go with the research path or I should go for to Korea to find a job outside. Then this internship actually gives you an opportunity, a time span for you to consider, okay, I'm up for research after this internship. It's also considering time. Okay, these are some student activities for you to enjoy. Students are not only enjoying these festivals, they can practice and build their leadership during organizing these activities. See, the whole activities today is partly organized by our students, and we have a classroom 405. Also, a bunch of students are there waiting to enjoy different kinds of activities with you. We also provide streams. What is the streams? We provide some professional field for certain students who are very interesting to get into different kinds of path. For example, we provide streams in Japanese business and management. So if you choose this stream, you can choose Japanese courses in Japanese studies, courses from management department to train you knowledge in business management, and Japanese language. For example, if some students want to be Japanese teachers, then you can take the stream in language and linguistics. You can take courses from Japanese study department and also the linguistic courses. Apart from ample scholarships that are available for the whole university in CHK, we have some scholarships that specifically allocated for the students in our department. For example, JESO, Resonance, Mizoguchi, or Yasumoto Financial Aid. We have this kind of scholarships specially allocated only for our students in our department. Okay, let's take a look at the career path. We have different kinds of career paths for our graduate students. For example, private sector, banking, Japanese firms, or public services, government officer, or further education. Some would choose further education. These are some examples of our alumni. For example, 1997 graduate, Lep, founded his own company. Kimi is now a senior administrative officer. Sunny is a manager in the Hong Kong and Shanghai hotel. Jun is now also an officer in the Civil Service Bureau. Minnie was very interested in journalism, so she's now a reporter. Okay, Wilson is now an assistant sales manager. And Ria took the internship in his year 4 and now become a formal employee in the same company. Okay, so some of you are probably know more than me, right? And some of you are curious about, so how can I get in? How can I get into this department? We have our entrance requirements listed in here. We take our best 5 subjects, and the minimum requirement is 332A. And also we take 2 elective, and among one of the elective can be category C, and this is the grades and the levels of category C can be transferred. 比如話日文，有啲同學已經係識到日文，係咪啊？有啲同學係已經係學緊日文，或者已經考咗試，考到 N3、N3 啊、N2 啊、M1 啊，咁其實呢啲分數係可以直接 transfer 到7分啊、5.5啊、4分啊、3分咁樣。咁如果你係真係想要做 category C 咧，就真係要爭取，其實都好有着數。如果你可以努力啲考到7分，係咪都係好有着數啊？考個 N1 就可以當7分啦，係咪 ？Okay, this is the statistics of 2025, the current year 1 students. So our median grades is 24.5 for your reference. We also have some quotas for non-JUPAS. So students who are taking IB or A-level also have opportunities to get in. And senior students also have quite some quotas to get in. And no worry about Japanese language. I know some of you are now learning Japanese, preparing for your category C, right? But some, haven't started. No worry about that. It is not a requirement to get into our department. Our interview is arranged in July next year. So pay attention to our email or phone call. So a little bit tips for increase the opportunities of getting in is, first of all, please put us in band 1 or first choice. And second, remember to reply to our email and attend our interview. Okay, thank you very much for listening to my talk. And now we have a student sharing. Ocean, please. Ocean is our year 4 students and just get back from Japan. Osaka, right?
Yes, Osaka. Oh. Okay, sorry for the tech problem. And hello everyone, I just came back from Japan. I'm a year 4 student from the Japanese major, and my name is Ocean, and I'm here to share with you all with my experience, and I hope it can be a reference to your future, or like, and if it can help you, I'm graduate. First of all, when we are talking about exchanging in Japan, I think most of you think about traveling, entertaining, or playing, and I'm here to tell you that there is more about entertaining. Of course, I'm not saying that you are not going to have a fun time in traveling. You can see all the photo, the cherry blossom, the maple leaf. You will be able to feel the season and go to all the famous travel spots, and I'm sure it's going to be a great experience. But I'm here to say that it's something more above and beyond traveling. You are going to live in a district for a local community for 1 year straight. When you are carrying a bag full of vegetables, ingredients back to your home, your dormitory, you are looking at this fantastic and beautiful sunset. Day by day, month by month, at the end of the year, you will feel like I actually live in this community. I build a sense of belonging, a relationship with this community. It feels like it is my second home in my dormitory. I miss it so much that I think it is something very precious that only a 1 year exchange can give it to you. And of course, the same will go to your relationship with the Japanese locals university student. This is one of the clubs that I've joined in my institutional. It is a Chinese speaking club, and I'm there to train their Chinese, their speaking skill. At first, we started as teacher and student, a complete stranger. I was treated very politely, almost way too polite that I would feel uncomfortable with. But with time passed and we start to get along with, and I can join them not as a teacher, but actually as one of them to help them to organize all this event. Just as you can see here, this is a Kansai area of like Chinese speaking competition, and I'm there from the organizing, from the rehearsal to the actual competition. And then also, of course, the celebrating in the izakaya where we all drink and have our fun. And till now, I'm also still keep in touch with them. And I think this is also really precious that you can know some foreigner, you can actually know a Japanese person, become friends with them. It is going to be very precious. Sorry for my poor English vocab. And this is one of the picture of me and my friend and all the souvenir that I had from them. Oh, sorry. But what I want to tell you guys is that what can this experience given to us? What is it like? It's going to change your life. It's going to change how you think everything. Yes, I think it is. It is indeed a life-changing year for me. I would never had the courage to give a speech in front of everyone in his theater if the exchange have never happened. And actually, I'm going to participating in a speech competition in Hong Kong in the late of November. I will also never be able to, like, I'm not going to join about that. I don't care about that if I have never taught in that club, went to Japan. It is a brand new environment that you experience in Japan. Nobody will know your past, neither do your personality. You are completely newborn in Japan. You have the chance to make everything right again. You can change yourself. Nobody cares. Nobody's there to judge you, and nobody's there to blame you. You can do whatever you want. There's nobody to guide you, and hence you have to be self-motivated. You have to be independent, and this is what I think is going to help us in the future, a lifetime memory. You may known as a shy person by your friend, your teacher, your parent, just same as me. But going to Japan and exchanging can give you an opportunity to take these labels off you. You will have the chance to do what you cannot or you are not brave enough to do in Hong Kong. And you may ask, like, if I don't have the courage in Hong Kong, why do I have it in Japan? Because you are under a time limit. You only have 1 year spent in Japan. Under such a time limit, you will be granted courage. You will feel the pressures. You will be motivated to make a change so that you don't regret it. And also, like, even if you fail in Japan, nobody's gonna know in Hong Kong. Your classmate, your parent, if you don't talk and don't share about them, like me, you can see, like, nobody gonna know about you. You can make whatever mistake you want in Japan. It is such a nice chance and environment for you to try out and be a better person in Japan. So if you want to give it a shot and try it, please join us as our member. Yes, thank you. We will move on to the Q&A section. Yes, please stop any.
Thank you very much, Ocean. Any questions? Or you can. Our colleague Maggie will come to answer some of the questions. Any questions? You great. You can use different language in university. Any questions? Or any question from Zoom? No, okay.
Graduated from CHIU. I went to Japan when I was for 1 month in year 3 summer. I want to know how you benefit and share your experience in your intern in Japan. Because this first time you go to Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my first time to go to Japan.
At your age, I was the first time for 1 month. I learned a lot in that journey. But you haven't shared enough how you benefit from the intern in Japan, how you look at Japan's modernization.
Clarify that it is not a guarantee for you to have like an internship in Japan. It depends on your institutional, your university. The internship that mentioned in the PowerPoint is what they have in the year 2 and
year 2, year 4.
Yeah, year 2 and year 4, and they will be held in Hong Kong. It is not part of our exchange program. Of course, you are encouraged to participate in the internship in Japan. And in fact, I do have an internship in Japan. And if you want to ask like what I have been benefit, and of course, from the exchange side, I get a chance to actually see what Japan it is, not just from the book or the thing. And I get to know like what good and what is like not the very bright side of Japan or Japanese. And if you want to say about the internship, I get to know how a Japanese company actually function, how their way of dealing with a task, how they train a newcomer, how they treat foreigner, or how they will manage their business. And most importantly, I get a chance to know that if I am suitable for this job, this kind of job. I worked in a HR department, and I just came to a realization that I think I'm not going to do that career path. The more internship you do, the more you will know about yourself, whether like if this job is suitable to you or not. So I think that's like the biggest advantage you can have in a internship program. No matter in Japan or Hong Kong, I think it doesn't change. Yes, thank you. Is there any other questions?
I skipped too quickly, but pay attention to our interview. We challenge we value students' initiative of curiosity and motivation above their ability of language. Okay. Any other questions? Hi.
Dear Ocean, how did you motivate yourself to communicate with the Japanese people when it was your first time that you went to Japan? Because for me, I'm studying Japanese now, and of course I haven't mastered it. And every time when I'm just traveling to Japan for fun, it made me very nervous just to speak in Japanese. So I want to ask how you motivate yourself to do it.
Well, first of all, I would say like it is a must to use Japanese to communicate with them. Like oftentimes English does not work that well in Japan compared to Hong Kong. So Japanese often became your only choice and a better choice if you actually want to be a friend with them or build a friendship with them. But if you ask me for like a trick, it's like they are actually really good at like giving you a praise, or like they are really tolerant, I would say, to a foreigner, especially like Hong Konger or American. Like can like just imagine if nowadays a American or a Japanese came to you and then like say hello or like have a little conversation with you in Cantonese, would you think that foreigner, even like he didn't like give you the best?
You can treat it as an opportunity to practice your Japanese, right? You don't really get to see so many Japanese in your everyday life. So don't be too nervous. Nobody knows you.
They won't blame you. They won't blame you. Like you won't blame a foreigner that cannot speak perfect Cantonese, right?
Yeah.
The same goes to their way. Like they won't blame you for your not perfect Japanese.
Okay, we can exchange ideas after this. But any other more questions about our department applications or other things? And our colleagues will be waiting outside. And if you want to chat, we can do the chatting, have some discussion outside. Okay, we have to give this court to another department. Thank you very much for joining.
Why suddenly all the question come from me?
It's good. Just so we don't have